morning, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name remains Ife West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place for us to separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today I'll be talking about a very interesting and silent topic. This is a topic of what we call spirit trafficking in African spirituality. If you have been familiar with the practice of African spirituality, you would have heard about this term, especially if you are into the deeper aspect of African spirituality. You would have heard about what we call spirit trafficking or trafficking of spirits. Okay, what this means is the selling and buying of different types of deities. This is a practice that is very ancient. It is not a new thing, but it is becoming more and more common and rampant nowadays, as more and more people are getting into the study and practice of African spirituality. They are rediscovering so many things, and people are very much interested in this. So what we have is the demand and supply for different kinds of deities. These are spirits that are encapsulated in tangible containers. You can find these deities in statues, what people we call idols, or what people we call the deity itself. They can be inside the water, they can be inside the physical. Most times they are inside the physical embodiment, inside the physical structure, like a wooden structure. Okay, these structures are created depending on the qualities or the characteristics of that spirit. So what happens is that people buy and sell this deity, and there's a very big market for this kind of thing. Okay, there's a black market for it, or underground market. I would like to use the word underground markets. Okay, because a lot of people don't know about the buying and selling of deities. A lot of people don't even believe this is possible, but yet it is very possible, and it exists. Okay, this market is also tied to the market of buying and selling of artifacts. A lot of people that buy artifacts, that steal ancient artifacts, and they sell. Some of these artifacts contains deities, the deities of the people that are venerating them. When you buy these artifacts or you remove them, you also remove the deities that are inside them, and anywhere you take this artifact to, the deity will follow you there. Okay, so what you need to know is that deities, spirits, they can be trafficked the way human beings are trafficked. When you hear of human trafficking, this is a situation where people are taken, stolen, kidnapped, taken to a foreign land to go and forced to work. Deities can also be made to do this. Now, we have a very large incident of this in the time past during colonization. Not only human beings were stolen from Africa and sent to Europe. Almost all our artifacts, according to a UNESCO report, over 90% of African artifacts were also stolen and taken to European worlds. Many of these artifacts, some of them contain the spirits, the spiritual essence, the Akashic records of the people that created them, the people that are venerating them, and the spirits, the locational position of the spirits that dwells in them. They were also taken to these foreign lands, and now you find most of these deities, they are in museums, in the UK museum, and all those places, private collectors all over Europe, all over every part of the world. This is what we call spirit trafficking in African spirituality. Now, there's another definition for spirit trafficking. The one that is on Google is not what we mean. This is the one that we kidnap people or girls to go into prostitution, and then they will force them to swear an oath to a evil deity that if they did not pay back their or did not do what they are told, they are going to die. In African spirituality, we don't call that spirit trafficking. We call that forceful swearing of trying to force people into enslavement with the evil deity. That is totally different from what we mean by the term spirit trafficking. Okay, when you get people into an unlawful oath against their consents, that is not spirit trafficking. Okay, that is trying to enslave the people against their will by tying them to, by using threats of a deity that will come to punish them if they don't do as you are told. I don't really believe in that kind of thing, because the people they didn't do it with their clean mind. So anybody that is under that kind of situation, you can easily break free from it, and you can also report to the nearest embassy or police station that this is what they made you do. Okay, so that definition they call spirit trafficking is human trafficking. Okay, that is human trafficking, getting humans to do things against their will, kidnapping human beings and selling them abroad as slaves. That is human trafficking. Spirit trafficking is different. In this case, it is spirits that are taken. Sometimes the spirits go willingly, like the ones that sell in the markets. There are some spirits that you will see babalawos or native doctors, they will discover these spirits, they will actually nurture them, create them. There's a way to create these spirits, or the betting of deities. They can bet these deities, create them, house them in a physical, tangible material, and then they will sell it to needful buyers or willing buyers. This is a market for this. People buy these deities. People buy them for protection, for getting different kind of abilities, especially that of seeing visions, trying to see what can happen to somebody, or trying to see into the spirit world. A lot of pastors, men of dogs, they buy this kind of deities so that they can claim that the Holy Spirit is using them to see vision. So what they do is that they go to this market, and they meet these babalawos, they buy these spirits from them on how to see vision for people, so that when they have them, the spirit will tell them that things about you. You will think they are really possessed by the Holy Spirit, but they are not. So they deceive people with this kind of fake visions, and then they'll take money from the people, and they become very popular. So they buy these deities. Why some of these deities are taken against their will, and that they are forced to work for their captors. So deities can also be kidnapped and used to go into forced labor. During the time of colonization, a lot of deities were taken like this, and we still have cases today in Nigeria of deities that are stolen. We have many cases whereby you will see a community deity will be stolen by some boys that will steal this spirit or this juju, and then they go and sell the juju to somebody else. This is a spirit trafficking. Same way human beings are kidnapped and they are sold into slavery. Spirit can also be stolen and sold into slavery as well, whereby they will be forced to work for their captors. Okay, so this is very, very possible, and it happens. So you will find this situation very, very common in a place like West Africa. There's markets for this. You will find this market in places like Ogun State, Kogi State in Nigeria, Lagos, and you're going to find this market in places like Benin Republic, the home of Udon. There's a very large market for spirit, for the sale of deities. You will find it in Benin Republic. You will find this thing very common in most places in West Africa. It's a very common practice. Okay, people buy juju every day. We have babalawos that they want to increase their power, or they want to increase their abilities. They go to other babalawos to buy juju, to buy deities. It is very common. People buy and sell deities every day. In the world of African spirituality, people buy and sell deities every day. Okay, there's nothing new to read. It is not a big deal. So you can see some people have 10, 15, 20 deities. When they feel that they have too much deities, they will decide to sell some of them to reduce the work. So people sell juju all the time. Okay, then the person will come, they will check the juju, they will test it, and they will negotiate the price, and the person will buy it. As far as the person meets the rules and regulations or requirements, it doesn't have any problem. Okay, then the deity have to agree to resell. Okay, he will agree to that he wants the new owner, he like the new owner. If he feel that he can work with the new owner, then we agree to the sale, and then we buy this deity and take the deity home. Okay, it is not a big deal. People do this all the time. Okay, so there are different deities that can be bought and sold. The most popular ones are the parasitic deities. I have talked about these deities before. These are the deities that their nature is all about destruction. Okay, these deities they are very common in West Africa. These evil deities, these are spirits of parasites, spirits of amoeba, of bacteria that are conscious. You're going to find this a lot. People buy this all the time. Many of them have the capacity to see visions. They can see vision, but they can never solve the problem. So when you buy this, or you give the practitioner or the owner the ability to see visions, when somebody comes to meet them, they can tell you everything that has been happening to you, but they can never solve your problem. The problem will still remain. A lot of pastors, they have this kind of parasitic deities that they use. So that is very, very common. Then we have community deities. These are deities that have been worshipped by a lot of people for hundreds of years. These ones are usually much more expensive because the collective consciousness, collective history, the record of those people, they are like encased inside this deity. So those ones, some of them are also conscious too. People buy those deities to know how people in the ancient past were doing things, to know about the secrets of humanity, to know about a lot of things that have been happening. These deities are usually much more expensive. The older the deity is, the more expensive they usually have, because they have lots of wisdom, lots of knowledge, experience inside them. So the owner can actually gain a lot of benefits from having those kind of deities. Then we also have ancestral deities too. These ones are also very hard to come by, and they are also quite expensive. People can buy ancestral deities of people that have been venerated by a family for a long time, and but these ones are usually hard to sell because they are connected to the owners by blood. So for you to get this kind of deity, you have to kind of find a way to connect yourself to the deity too by blood in a certain way, for you to be able to get access to the knowledge, wisdom, and power to such kind of deities. And you can also get it too. Then people also buy deities. These ones you find in written materials, spells. People will get the book, and they will summon the deity, and they bind themselves to the deity, or they bring the deity into the physical world. These are ways of people trying to get contact with different deities. Okay, so you're going to find this in the practice of African spirituality. We have this very, very common. Then there are cases whereby people steal deities. They will steal the deity, and then they will sell the deity. Then the new owner will now have to be forcing this deity to work for them. Okay, there have been cases of white people coming from UK, coming from abroad to carry the indigenous people that venerate a particular deity. They will pay for flight tickets, get these people to London or to their country to go and help them to venerate this deity, so that the deity will bring blessings to them, will bring prosperity to their land. Okay, after they have stolen this deity, they will try to bribe the spirit to relax by giving the spirits the things that the former people don't usually give to them, giving them a lot of food, a lot of offerings, a lot of alcohol, anything the spirits demand, they will give it to them, so that the spirit can relax and walk with them and forget about where they come from. They do all these things to pacify the deity. So it's just like the way humans are trafficked. Spirits can also be trafficked in the same way, exactly the same way. And it normally happens like this. As you come into the study as new students, you begin to practice, you will come across different kind of deities, and you can buy some. You can also sell the ones that you have. The way you sell a car, this is the way people sell and buy deities. So it is called spirit trafficking. Just take it the way you see. The way humans can be bought and sold, spirit can also be bought and sold. Materials can also be bought and sold. Okay, so this is just the thing that I want to tell you about in this video. So you need to get used to the practice. Artifacts are also in this way. So when you see certain kind of artifacts, they have spirits inside them, deities inside them. You can try to work with them, try to make contact with the spirit inside the artifacts. Ask them questions, tell them how they got here. Some will tell you that they were stolen. So some will tell you exactly where they come from, the original people that we are venerating them, that created them. They will tell you, the spirit will tell you all these things. You will ask them, do you wish to go back? The spirit can say yes, they want to go back, or they want to stay here. You can interact with the spirits. They will tell you exactly what happened to them, how they got here. Okay, this is a very, very normal. A lot of people in the artifact business, they know about all these things. Okay, it's not a secret to them. A lot of the white people in the museums, they know about all these things. Okay, most times they are the ones that we tell people to come and steal the artifacts, or to come and steal the deity. They will tell you, if you can bring me so and so deities from so and so communities, I'm going to give you this amount of money. So the person will go and steal the deity and give it to them. There are people that buy deities like this. Okay, I have experienced cases whereby some foreigners came to Nigeria, told some boys to go and get a particular deity, and the people tried to get it, but they were caught. This kind of things happens all the time. Okay, it's the underworld of spirit trafficking. Okay, people do it all the time. There are cases of people whereby a community deity, they will steal the deity for themselves. Instead of the deity blessing the whole community, the deity will be blessing only them. We have an active case like this. A very popular guy stole the community deity, and he became very wealthy. And it got to a time the deity is asking to go back to community. He refused. So now there's a problem. So it's possible for somebody to steal a community deity and keep it for himself. All these things are possible. In the world of spirit trafficking, you will see people commit crimes that are yet to be created. Things that you hear, the kind of stories that you hear, it's not something that you hear every day. It's not something you can even say in public or in a court of law. People will not believe you. Okay, the crimes that they commit are yet into the future. They are yet to be even created or imagined. Everything is possible in there. Okay, so all these kind of things, they exist. Okay, people that are in this line, they are totally different from regular human beings. Okay, so once you get into your practice of African spirituality, as you begin to go deep into it, you will actually see all these things happening. Okay, you will experience most of these things, you will witness it, and it is part of the life, the spiritual life. All these things are possible, and all these things exist. Okay, so it is not a big deal. So I just want to do this video to clear the understanding that, so when you come across this process, this kind of situations, just know that this is exactly what is happening. And if you find yourself in this kind of market, you will see them in places like in Benin, in Nigeria, Sierra Leone. They have this market for trafficking of spirits, trafficking of deities, even buying and selling of witchcraft. All these things, everything is possible in this part of town. Okay, so this is what I have to say today on this topic. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and when you subscribe, please, very important that you click enable all notifications. According to YouTube, subscribing is not enough. They will ask you to enable all notifications, so please click that enable all notifications so that you can get my videos, get my updates. I cannot be having lots of subscribers and only very few people are watching the video. Something is wrong, sorry. So try to go back to your settings and enable, so that when I post videos, you get it instantly. When I post articles, you get it instantly. This way you can be updating yourself about the latest happenings in African spirituality, updating your body of knowledge, and you're reading the articles about the real study and practice of African spirituality, so that you can understand it. The problem we're having here is that we don't have enough teachers, and so many people that are claiming to be babalawos, to be practitioners, they are not doing the right thing. It's all about making money for them. It's not about teaching people. It's not about spreading the knowledge. All these are the challenges that made me to open this YouTube channel, to explain this practice for people, to demystify it, clarify it, so that African people can be proud of who they are, can have understanding of their spirituality, and practice it organically and naturally. This is the essence of this channel. So if you really want to learn it, this is the place that you need to be. I post articles, about 2 articles every day. I try to post videos as much as possible, and I do have a class, a 6-month program, where I teach it from the history to the metaphysics to the science and the hardcore raw spirituality. I don't mix my practice with Christianity. I don't mix it with reading the Bible or the Quran. It is original, organic, raw spiritual practice. So you will get the original thing in this channel, not fake thing, not polluted or corrupted version. That is one thing you're going to get. So if you want to know it very well, join my program, okay? If you want to do your oracle divination to find out things about your life, about the future, how to solve problems, so you can contact me. I do divination. I charge $50 for it, by the way. It's not free. People coming to ask for it. I'm sorry, but I don't really do charity work much. Okay, so please be understanding when you come. Now, when and wash and I both hands they clean. Okay, good like that. So you can contact me. Then if you also want to buy your spiritual ointments or your soaps, your cowries, meditation beads, and all these things, I sell them as well. Then if you want to buy my books on African spirituality, I've written 3 of them. This one, Quantum Physics, explains the interrelationship between science and spirituality. It traces the origin of quantum physics from Africa. All the major topics in quantum physics, I put it here. I talk about time and space travel, so-called black magic, divination. I talk about origin of religion, origin of God. I talked about classification of deities. I talk about what the meaning of 666 melanin, what does it mean. I covered a lot of extensive topic here that is very interesting. The topics in this book, you're not going to find them in the modern day university. They don't teach it because they don't want you to know. You're not going to find it in your church. We not talk about this. All these topics here is to open your eye, and I brought in a lot of scientific evidence to validate it, so that you will know that it is not fairy tale, unlike the Bible that is a story. There is no witness, no evidence, nothing you can lash onto to get concrete evidence. A lot of concrete evidence is here. For those people that are still in Christianity, or they are lukewarm, or they are not sure, this book will open your eye with a lot of evidence to prove the originality, authenticity, and validity of African spirituality as an accurate science that is the bedrock of all the knowledge in the world, and to show you that Africa is the real cradle of civilization and not Greece as they are trying to tell you. So get your hand on this book, very important. Then if you want to do spell, walking in the shadow of the gods, over 200 spells are here that you can use a spell for different aspects of life. For so many illnesses, I put in the spells there. You will know how to do the spells. It will increase your capacity, your knowledge base, and it will help you a lot. Now, wait, you not know, now your mates they pass you. Know your way, not because. Okay, now advice. So please get this book. In anything you are getting, get wisdom. Okay, I cannot overemphasize it. Then this one is to know about the hardcore spirituality. Whispers of Amente. This book is inspired by the ancient Kemetic deities. These are the spirits of our Kemetic ancestors. These are the deities that they venerate. The knowledge here is designed for you to reconnect back with them. Okay, to revert back to them. They are still here today. These are the original pioneers of civilization. They are the ones that are responsible for teaching humanity how to survive, how to do things, how to stand on their feet. Okay, they are African people, pure African people, black people like me and you. Our ancestors are still here with us. We just need to connect back with them. This is the knowledge that the Arabs are trying to cut off, the Western people are trying to cut off from you, so that you're going to become like a caricature and a slave. In this book, I talked about how you can connect back with them, the rights. I show you so many rights. I talk about not only Kemet but also West Africa. I talk about the issue, how to the issue, the black sheep, how to summon the spirits. I talk about your Ori, how to venerate your Ori, your soul. I talk about the pyramid encapsulation ritual, how to resurrect the Kemetic deities into this physical world. I talked about how you can be able to make contact with the primal elements, the elements of prosperity, Amen-Ra, the sun, how to venerate Amen-Ra, how to venerate the principles of death and transformation embodied in Apu and Anubis, and how to understand the principles of destruction, and this is encapsulated in sets. Like then I talked about many solid things here. This book is a powerful book. It's a gateway, a powerhouse. You need to get this book to balance your skills. So the book is here waiting for you. For those people that have not gotten it yet, get it, read it, practice the rights inside the book, and reconnect back to your ancient or African self. Okay, so it's very important that you see the world through the lens of an organic, original Africa, not through the lens of religion or through the lens of politics. So all these things are designed to wake you up, to prepare you for the future that is coming, the space age that is coming. This new century will not be for those people that don't want to change their mind. It's for people that are willing to reinvent their own destiny by taking it into their own hands. For people that want to focus on knowledge, this new life that we are living now, it's those people that are willing to change their minds, to unlearn all the lies that they have been taught. Those will be the owners of the future. So please get your hands on this knowledge, adapt the knowledge to these modern day realities, empower yourself, and move forward with your life. Okay, so get these books. You can contact me or commenting on the channel. I'll still be here with you. I am here to disseminate this knowledge, to empower you, to illuminate you, and to bring you up to date with what is happening. So this is what I will say today. I thank you very much for watching. For those people that have been supporting the channel, I am very, very grateful. And I thank you very much. And of course, I'll be seeing you all in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.